Good afternoon, guys. Just a second. How is everyone?
Yeah, all good. Can you hear us?
Yes, nice and clear.
Nice one, mate.
I'm getting better and better every day in this streaming.
Yeah, it's that new mic that you've got.
Yeah, the Shure SM7B. This microphone was actually used by no smaller person than Michael Jackson, Red Hot Chili Peppers, and some of the small artists.
You might as well sing as a song then.
You don't want that. Trust me, people would just unsubscribe from the channel straight away. Okay. How's your day been? Slow trading, isn't it?
Mainly just monitoring.
Yeah.
I was in a cell from 1828.
Good afternoon, Mr.
Kudak.
This is a risk disclaimer. Trading any financial instrument involves a risk of capital loss. This stream is only for educational purposes and not investment advice. So try not to fuck it up. Past performance is not indicative of future results.
We'll get to that.
And personal results in general are difficult to replicate. If you decide to watch, follow, and you screw up, you can only blame yourself. And now, click on the like and subscribe button. Thank you for watching.
I can't wait to make profits in gold.
Good afternoon, everyone. How are you today?
Good.
Great.
Good day.
How are you?
Good afternoon,
Yeah.
everybody.
Hello, hello. It's a bit slow today. Finally made back some of the losses today with the gold drop. It wasn't a massive drop, but yesterday, you know, I was trying to go long from 1818, but that didn't work out really well. But you know, one of those days. So you can't have everything, can you?
Won't have everything, I can't.
That's right, that's right.
Yeah.
Anyway, now it will be all right.
So yesterday I had 1818, but then gold fucking spiked down with this dirty move. I know some of you guys have been anticipating this, and you entered from 1813, 1815. So if you catch this upward movement, that's a big well done for you guys. I haven't seen it coming, but you know, only lost 1% of the accounts. So it's not a big deal because today already made it back with this nice little drop. So now I think I'm about break even for the whole week, but you know, last week started very well. So 2022 started with a bang. This week kind of mixed. So, and Ahmed just mentioned that it's time to buy gold. Yeah, so this one, if you had the sell position on gold, make sure you close it. I'm going to send out a message to Discord. Just a second. Okay, so Mr. Ahmed said it's time to buy gold, and apparently he was right. So, because what I agree with him is that we're still respecting this bullish trend line. So I think we can expect further bullish move to the upside. Now I didn't buy and I didn't send analysis, but if you entered into buy at 1820, you should be in profit by now. We have, let's say today we have some high impact news coming to the market, which namely are the core, let's see, industrial production, core retail sales, some of these big ones. Now I'm not gonna take any other positions for the week, but yes, definitely bullish on gold. So I'm expecting, you know, to come and break the resistance right here and go a little bit higher. 1840 sounds reasonable. Now the reason why I'm saying that I'm expecting gold to break this resistance is I know that many people are shorting from this area. So right at this level, there's a cluster of cells. I mean, a bunch of cells clustered, a lot of cells clustered around this area. So I'm expecting it to at least to tap into this zone. If it breaks to the upside and stays above, then just wait for the retest and you know, buy. But we know gold that sometimes it doesn't care about the retest. It just goes straight through any resistance and support, doesn't it?
Yep.
So how about I'm entering into buy now based on Ahmed recommendation. So today's analysis is provided by Ahmed. If you have any questions or grumbles or, you know, losses, just contact him.
If it's not valid, do we get a refund from Ahmed also?
Yeah, any questions, contact Ahmed straight directly. So
yep.
Today's is Ahmed trade. So just going to sit back and watch.
I hope for you, Ahmed, that we earning some money. Right, Norman?
Will we be getting t-shirts?
I have so many things going on. T-shirt is one of the things I have planned for a very long time, but it's not as easy to get it done. You need a designer, you need to find the right t-shirt, and I don't want to send anything cheaper than Armani to you guys. You deserve the best quality, so it's difficult to find a reliable source for big quantities. So stay tuned, t-shirts are coming.
Yay.
Yeah. buy one buy them in China.
Problem is that shipping anything from China these days, it's just ridiculously slow and expensive. I have a friend who works for a Chinese entrepreneur. He's selling e-commerce online. He makes a killing, but he's in the business for like 10-15 years, so he's got his connections and everything, but even he's struggling to get things from China.
Yeah,
it's not easy,
a
but exactly, because you work in the automotive industry, so supply chain is not looking good.
Sometimes up to 200 working days at the moment.
200 what?
Working days. That's days without the weekends. Some of the materials.
Because your books are full, the order books.
No, that if we order materials and everything in China, it takes about 200 working days, that days without the weekend, to get them here in Europe.
200 working days.
Yes.
Wow, that is insane.
Yes.
200 working days. I mean, the market can move
up half a year.
Yeah, by the time you get the products or anything you order, the prices have changed already.
Yeah.
And the market conditions, competitors, it's not really agile.
No, that's why I don't want to have too much stock. I almost every month calculate. I'm working with consultants every time to optimize the planning systems, the resource planning systems, so we have everything in time.
So it's a just-in-time concept.
That's
GIT?
the problem. We can work with just in time, but our customers work in just in time. So I have to find a balance, that I have something in stock, but I don't want to have too much. The last year, Corona, if we have too much in stock, you don't pay your salaries with what you have in stock. You want to have the money in the bank. So that is what I do all day, calculate what should be our stocks, what are the forecasts, what is the orders we have, what are the lead times, and then determine the number of materials we order.
But it's really difficult to calculate everything, sharp to the minute, to the required amount. It's increasing. There's a lot of pressure on you, mate.
But that problem, the OCTT time, they call it, there is a part of time if a Volvo, Renault, or Scania cancel their orders, they have to pay for the materials, but they don't accept 200 working days. They say, oh, you can order what you want. We take to 200 working days, everything you ordered in materials. We pay for the cost if we cancel the orders. So that's a dilemma. It's a risk.
It is a huge counterparty risk, because they can cancel any time.
Yep.
Do they have like a contract to have any safety net to avoid?
It was a safety net of 6 weeks, but as we discussed, the lead times for all suppliers be longer and longer. They have more difficult to deliver. So I have 3 months, 5 months, 6 months delivery time. The Volvo says I take the cost for 6 weeks. So that's what I'm negotiating now with Volvo and others, that they have to increase that part of we have shared problems in the supply chain. And it's important for them that their suppliers are financially healthy.
Yet or now?
No, that's so you have to find a balance, and that's the biggest problem at the moment between our suppliers, we, and our customers.
Mm-hmm.
So
it's increasingly
all
difficult.
the ways. Yeah.
I wouldn't be in your place or your job. It's extremely difficult. It requires a lot of communication.
Yes, it's a challenge. But if you fix it, it's fun.
Yeah, it's definitely.
And we increase, we better more and more.
I mean, 200 working days, it's insane to get the products. We had a question from Arslan in the group. Thomas, kindly brief about E8 funding process. So I guess E8 funding is another funded trading program, but correct me if I'm wrong.
You're right.
E8 funding, let's have a look, because I know in the group we have quite a lot of funded traders now. But
I didn't hear about it.
And most of the people in the group are using FTMO, which is it was probably the first funded trader programs, and MyForex funds. So this is the other one, MyForex funds. I've heard a lot of good things about MyForex funds. Raul, would you recommend it?
Yep.
You are funded, right?
Yep. That's 2 accounts.
2 accounts. Like Zeph had how many accounts? 3? 4? He had 3 funded accounts, which is insane.
Yeah.
So E8 funding, I cannot brief you on the funding process because I never used them, and I don't think that anyone is using in the group, but I could be wrong. So what I would recommend is go through the funding process, compare it to MyForex funds or FTMO, because they have different namings like Rapid, Evaluation, Accelerated. E8 has Phase 1, Phase 2, and Funded Trader. So I'm guessing that the Phase 1 and Phase 2 is the challenge and the verification. Yeah.
My forex funds, you have funds, accounts, you can start directly. You don't have to do the challenge.
Oh, really?
But you start with a lower amount.
Is it rapid? Do you mean this? Do you mean this rapid?
Yeah. For example, I do only evaluation. I don't like the other ones. I have to adjust all the time. Okay, now I'm used with trading with one lot size with that kind of stop loss or risk. Then you have your 10% target. Then you increasing your account. Then you have to adjust your whole trading plan. It's what I feel. And evaluation, I have to structure the same way of working all the time. That's my opinion.
I was thinking about these rapid things. Since you don't have target or target profit, so that means just to prevent hitting this daily or max daily loss, then you can open with a small lot. So for example, if you have like $50,000 account, so you don't open one lot, you open like 0.25.
Yeah.
Just to make like $50, for example, $50, $100, because you don't have any target profit. and you will never reach this like $2,000 as a max daily lose. So I was thinking about this rapid things.
Yeah. But for everybody different. You have to do what feels the best for you.
Yeah, exactly. Because I have like a my full-time job. So yeah.
Yeah. I don't know. A lot of them have a monthly fee. I don't know if the Rapid has that also, but I don't like it. If I have a bad month, I have minus. I have no profit at all that month. I still bond it for
actually
the monthly fee.
No monthly fees, but the bad things that they give you just I think 20% or like 20% of your profit.
Yeah.
And they keep the rest for them.
Yeah, and with evaluation, I have 85%.
Okay, yeah.
And I did the challenge both in 5 and 10 days. So in 15 days, 3 weeks, I had a funded account. And after a month, I had my first drawdown, my bonus request. And then
Yeah, but I think you get my point that for someone, he doesn't want to make a living from Forex or from this funding account.
Right.
But you want to make some small money.
Extra. Yeah.
This Rapid is totally perfect with a small lot, and you just on this goal. So
that's I agree that
exactly.
But I don't trade for a living either. I don't want to sit the whole day behind my computer and watching the charts. I know myself.
Exactly.
Anyway, whichever.
Sorry, Thomas, we take over your show.
No, I'm really, really grateful that you guys are actually leading the discussion, because it's really exhausting to do a live stream and do the small talk, and many people are interested about funded programs, because I know exactly how many funded traders we have in the group, and the possibility of you can achieve and how much money you can make with funded accounts. It's unbelievable. So I highly recommend to everyone, if you go to the website, there is a video about what we prepared with some of the help of the funded traders in the group about how to pass the FTMO challenge, talking about trading psychology and risk management. And if you go to the Discord group, let me just show you, there is an Excel file which should help you to calculate risk and how to break down the challenge and make it easier to pass.
Yeah, I agree. The daily target, that's important.
Absolutely. Yeah, I'm just showing it on YouTube that we have a dedicated channel for FTMO and then MFF, and in the resources there is a let me show you as well. Yeah, you should see my Discord if you go to FTMO and MFF, so my Forex funds. Under resources you can find the spreadsheet, which it helps you to calculate the risk. Let me just show you. Excel. Yeah, so in this Excel sheet I broke down what helped me, in my opinion, passing the challenge for many of the traders. And this is what I teach to people and show that when you have a target in front of you, it's easier to focus on smaller tasks and smaller results rather than focusing on the 10% that you have to achieve. But I'm gonna quickly jump onto the gold's chart because we have some movement. So Ahmed, so far your trade is going very well.
Yeah, it is.
You could stay.
Okay. Yeah.
I want half of the profits from everyone.
10%.
No, 50.
And we have how many minutes?
Okay.
We have 8 minutes for the retail sales data.
Six minutes.
7.
Okay. My FX book says 6. What do you think, Thomas?
About what is the
The
data
news.
going to be?
Yeah.
Retail
clue.
sales. I think it should go up based on month to month because it's measuring December, and we have something which is called Christmas in December. But I could be wrong because I was off with my forecast with the NFP number. I was expecting a higher than a better than expected number, but actually it was really disappointing.
Yeah. But if it's higher, then gold should go down.
Of
Often.
the retail sales?
Yeah? Or is
I
that
haven't.
not that much?
I haven't made, because usually I'm quite diligent about checking into the economic data and the correlation, if there's any, like the CPI and the NFP. You must be familiar with this chart, but I haven't looked into the retail sales data. It isn't a kind of data that I usually trade, retail sales data, which is important, but I think it's for longer term investments. How is it affecting short term? Don't know.
No, okay.
We will find out just now.
5 minutes.
And Ahmed's position is going to find out soon.
50%, but if it will be a loss, then we expect 50% from you, man.
Excuse me, didn't hear you very well.
Of course you didn't.
Of course you did, but you hear what I said.
I cannot complain. I made $32 based on Ahmad.
Very good. You made hold on. You made profit this morning as well.
Yes.
What's happening?
I just make this quick or kick and run.
You make profit in the morning. You make profit in the afternoon.
Yeah.
You're doing something really well.
Exactly.
It's good.
Just because.
Yeah.
I'm trying to keep my trades to the minimum. So I just trying to sometimes open like 2-3 when New York session or this overlapping between London and New York session. So just trying to focus on this.
You can make some really good scalps at the New York Open or data releases or.
Exactly.
It's because then you have volume coming to the market, which is good, and you can grow your account slowly every single day. Yeah, sometimes maybe loss, but I prefer now. I used to love the London session, but now I'm tempted to trade in the New York. That's why we have the Zooms in the afternoon, because there's more happening, more data release, more action.
Yeah.
So someone just asked in the YouTube that, hey guys, do you have perhaps the exact page link for where we get the news from? Yeah, if you just go to investing.com or any economic calendar or any economic data, how do I post it? Trading Economics is one, investing.com. You can go to Bloomberg. There's a lot, but I'm just sending in the chat.
Factory as well.
Baby Pips as well. They posting the results or the printings, and there's no deviation. There cannot be deviation between the size, and no matter which one you use.
Another good one is Forex Factory as well.
Yeah, someone just put it in the chat. Forex Factory. All of them are good, I think. It's depending on your style. Do you have a dog, Raul?
4.
4 dogs?
Yes. I have a border collie who's watching all the day the horses. We have horses. Then Belinda have 2 small white ones. I have a Kangal. I don't know if you know what a Kangal is.
Which one?
Kangal.
No, I have no idea.
A Turkish Shepherd. It's the dog with the hardest bite in dog world.
Dog with the hardest bite. That's
Yes.
that doesn't sound good.
No. Since I bought that dog, we have no problems with our neighbor's dog anymore.
Oh, nice.
Worse than the pit bull, is it?
What do you say?
Is it worse than the pit bull?
Yes, a pit bull has 300 psi, and Kangal 740 psi, even more than a lion. They called Turkish lions also. A lion has 600 psi, and Kangal 740.
How do you spell it again?
Or Kangel. Kangal. Oh, E-R-A. No.
All right. Okay.
You can share it in the. You can share it in the Zoom set.
Oh, retail says this is worse than expected. In December.
Oh, yeah.
That's a shock. That's a surprise.
Yes.
Let's see how gold is going to react.
It's going up.
Come on, gold. Do something.
Ahmed, you're still safe.
Excuse me, didn't hear you again.
Hmm.
Everything is worse.
Yeah.
Yep. All 4 of them are red.
But it's weird because I was expecting that, you know, December, it's the how to say, it's a Valhalla for the retail sales. Okay, when everyone's selling in December for Christmas, and now the numbers are really disappointing. So it's either there's a huge constraint on household spending because they don't have as much income as before because of COVID, or people are more cautious of what they're spending on money.
Yeah, in the UK, all the retail sales were they're well down on normal.
That tells a lot about the state of the households, because normally retail sales, it tells whether, you know, it's a good economic indicator. If the economy is expanding and booming and people spending money, then, you know, retail sales is up. But this is quite disappointing in December, especially.
I wish it breaks 30.
Come on, Ahmed, make some money for daddy. Ooh. My laptop just turned off. Let's see what else we have after. We have industrial production, business inventories, and of course the FOMC speeches, Harker and Williams. Now, those are the events. I don't want to have any open positions because we don't know what else they're going to say. I know Harker is especially hawkish, but we'll see. So Peter just asked me what was the reason I decided to close my sell and go into the buy. If you have a look on the morning's analysis, let me just find my Discord. So the morning analysis on gold was a sell from, let me just quickly check. So can you see my chart? This was the morning analysis. Can you see it? Yes, no, yes.
I don't see anything.
Yeah. So it was, you should see it. It's shared. But anyway, so the morning analysis was a sell from this level all the way to here. So this was the morning analysis. And price didn't tap into the trend line. So you can see if I just zoom out, you can see that I was using this bullish trend line as a guide, as well as the Fibonacci. And I saw that price is reacting to this resistance level. So I went down to the 15-minute chart. And then I sent out a sell position, exactly what you see on the screen. If I switch, and it didn't hit the ultimate take profit target, but we had, you know, it's a good scalp of 68, 70 pips. And then before the news, I sent out a message to close down the sell position because we have high impact news, and also we are close to the bullish trend line. So if I move a little bit higher, you can see that in this way, if I pull the chart this way, it tapped into the trend line, and it should continue the bullish market structure. For how long, I have no idea, but so far it does respecting, and you can see that it immediately wiped out all of the gains from the sell positions, and that was the reason why I advised to close down the sell. Let me know if I answered the question or if you understand.
I did indeed very well.
Sorry? I take it as a yes.
I agree.
Okay, he said, yep, thank you. Are you Peter Cooling, or which Peter are you? Let me see. We have so many Peters now. Peter, where are you? No, it just says Peter. Yesterday we had a good session on YouTube. I really enjoyed it. It was full of laughter. So Pinkesh just asking, hi Tamesh, I hope you are doing well. What is your opinion for gold forecast for the next 2-3 months? The short answer is I don't know. The long answer is I don't know that long. I don't even know what's going to happen next week. You see, each and every single month we have mixed data, mixed economic data. Inflation is, you know, it's going up, but 4, 5, 6 months ago, inflation was quite mixed. It was going up and it was going down, it was stagnating, and then since that we slowly start to see inflation is going up, and now it's massaging the 7% and 7.5% inflation data. The labor market data is again also mixed. People expected 700 jobs being created, 1 million jobs being created, and now if you look at NFP data, it was really, really disappointing. Because, you know, people are unwilling to go back to work. They have difficulties finding or placing their children into kindergarten, etc. They're afraid of COVID. There's a lot of question marks with supply chain issues. There's so many things going on in the economy, which, to summarize it in one single word, it's called uncertainty. And the difference between risk, sorry, let me just put myself. So the difference between risk and uncertainty is that you can measure risk, but you cannot measure uncertainty. Now, if you cannot measure uncertainty, you cannot plan ahead for 2-3 months, because it would be stupid. Anything can happen in 2-3 months. So whatever analysis I do today doesn't reflect on the positions or trading I take tomorrow, because if uncertainty is high, I have to be always reactive to the market. It's as simple as that. I hope I summarized it as clearly as possible, but it's difficult to plan ahead for 2-3 months. We don't know what's going to happen. We don't know what's going to happen with Russia. So many things could happen.
Thanks.
I think that's for good for gold. If there happens something with Russia, I don't hope it.
Yeah, it's
but
definitely.
Then we see.
So Navneet just asking on YouTube, hey Thomas, can you tell me how much minimum balance need for trading? Start with £1 million. That's always safe. But if you want to start trading, you don't need money for that. You can start trading on demo account. It's not as exciting, but start your demo for sure before you jump into any live trading.
I agree.
There's no point. Another question, quick question. Do you think that gold and the GVX, Gold Volatility Index, are positively or inversely correlated, since the VIX and S&P are inversely correlated? Of course, because if the VIX is high, S&P should go down. But I never looked into the Gold Volatility Index because I know it's volatile, so I have no need an indicator to tell me that it's volatile. But I never looked into that. But I guess if it's related to Gold Volatility Index, then it should be positively correlated. But again, I could be wrong because I never used it. And another question from the team, Along Amri asking, Tomasz, by the way, my name, what would be the next possible retracement for another buy? So I guess you missed the the buy entry of Ahmed. It's not a problem. Let's see how the price reacts. You remember it's Friday. Do not rush into crazy positions. There's a week next week where we can trade. But if it breaks 1830, then I would wait for a retracement. Or another possible scenario could be that price comes back and bounces off from the bullish trend line. So many possibilities. I wish I could tell you an exact number. Oh, you didn't miss it. You got out of 20 pips. Then don't complain. You made profit for today. Oh, it just, when you make profit and then you want more and you start over trading and you're slowly giving back the profits to the market. Ahmed, are you still here?
He's counting his money.
Yes, I'm here.
Okay. Can you advise me, please, Ahmed? Where should I take my position? Where should I take my profit?
Well, if it breaks 30, so we can expect like 40. But if it didn't break, we should close it because it will go down. And there will be a lot of downside movements.
I agree with that. I agree. We definitely started to see this wedge closing in with a nice flat top, and we have an ascending bullish trend line. Yeah. So it can really go either way. If price decides, to move sideways in this wedge, then break to the downside, retest, we have a lot of downside potential. You can see that we have this bullish channel. But if it breaks to the upside, we have 1840, definitely. And after that, I have no idea. It's something the market has yet to confirm.
But looking to the 1 hourly candle, it seems like it will break, hopefully.
Yeah. There's a lot of pressure on you today, mate, with this buy recommendation. Just kidding.
It's time to wait and see.
GJ is breaking down like hell. Wiped out my stop loss. Yeah.
By the
That's it.
way, my stop loss is at entry in gold.
Oh. I think Michael was in a sell today from riding the waves on GJ, so he made a killing today.
I had a sell from 15.824
And why didn't you warn me?
because yeah, I don't know.
You could have told me like don't
last,
sell Thomas.
last week the 10th. And then
So, Thomas, I will leave, okay? Because I'm so busy.
Yep, go ahead, mate. Have a good weekend, Ahmed. See you on Monday, 8 a.m.
See you too. Bye bye.
Bye bye, Ahmed.
Bye, Ahmed. Thanks for the buy.
Welcome.
Cheers. So, have a good weekend.
Are you leaving as well?
Yeah,
You need this beauty sleep.
What other... No, seriously, Alan. What other things you have better to do than, you know, chatting with us on YouTube?
Oh, that's true. I can hang around for a little bit longer. It's all right.
No, it's, you know, if it's something like family or friends, that's unacceptable.
No, don't just be lazy.
How's your challenge, Alan?
Yes.
Okay. I don't ask anymore.
No, yeah. I submitted some like, yeah. I've got to rethink about myself a lot. You know, I realise that I have, you know, there are quite a few areas where I really have to improve on.
Yes. My daughter is doing the challenge also. Every month she makes a profit, but not the target. Then she can restart. But she says also the challenge. She learns so much only from the challenge about herself, about her trading.
Well, that's the thing. It's much about the psychological side of yourself.
Yeah.
You know, there's lots of times when I'm way too cautious, which is, it's fine, but that then leads to anxiety because you're not trading and then you do things wrongly. You know, so being cautious actually should be a good thing, but it's not if you don't act on, you know, what you really feel you should be acting on. Because lots of times I can see something and I hesitate way too long because I think, okay, it's hit the trend lines, it's done this, it's done that, you know, and I just hold on, and then it starts to move, and I think, oh, it's too late. You know what I mean? Lots of silly things like that, and then other times, then when you don't trade, you then tend to do things wrongly.
Right. And if you have some losing trades, then you'll be unsure. Be even more cautious.
Yeah, but also the fact that sometimes you try to make it back too quickly, you don't walk away, you don't rethink about it. It's all those psychological things, which when you look at it, when you come back and you think about it, you think, well, that's obvious, you shouldn't do this or you should do that. But at the time you don't, you know, you just don't do it. All right, great.
Sorry to interrupt. Gold doesn't really want to break 1830, 1828, which it's not looking good. You know, if it starts to move sideways in this closing in wedge, then I'm just gonna leave gold for to make its thing until next week. But in the past few days or whole week, it's not really reactive to news as much as I was expecting.
No, a little bit disappointed. I made quite some, the last couple of months, quite some profit because of the news.
Yeah. I think in January, especially because, you know, first week was good, but second week not as good for me, at least. I know some of you made really good profit, but you know, I think I'm break even for the week. But I think people are really waiting to see and get a grasp about what's going to happen with the US economy, how and when are going to raise interest rate, etc. So the more we progress into the year, the more information and forward guidance we have from the Fed, I think it should become clear.
Yeah.
So Alan Gambri just said, Thomas, make a video about your daily life for YouTube. You don't want to see my daily life. It's boring. I don't have a Lamborghini to start with. I don't have a mansion. So I have a modest lifestyle. So that's not for YouTube.
Or
Utsika.
it is for YouTube.
Pardon?
Or it is for YouTube that people realize it's a normal life, no Lamborghinis, that's bullshit.
Yeah, it's like Dan Bilzerian.
It's the real life.
I misspelled it. It's Forex lifestyle. Lifestyle? Life, Y-L-E. Forex lifestyle. Oh, this is a 22-year-old millionaire. I wish I could live. Look at all the money stacked up on the bed. Simping Dom Perignon, cigar. Living in London. Look at the chart. That is the real lifestyle. Look at this gold car.
Yeah.
R8.
What shall I say?
I can't give you all of this.
Thomas, we definitely don't want to see like that with you.
I mean,
normal life is enough.
It's yeah, I could rent a Lamborghini or a car like this and ask my mom if she was alive to, you know, drive me. But most of this is scam. They renting Airbnbs. If you see most of the mansions, you won't see any personal belongings there because they're just renting for a day or two.
Yeah.
Oh, we have a transformation. Trader Mazansi. Ah, Lamborghini Urus.
But they a little bit are arrogant, then they're losing everything.
Yeah. They are like leeches.
It gains quick, it goes quick.
Trust me, real trading is not about that.
No.
And someone says on YouTube, he didn't even open the bottle. Of course, because it costs money. He didn't take it back to Sainsbury's. So someone asking, how much does it cost to rent all that stuff? If you go to Dubai, I think about $300 to $500 for a whole day. You can rent a Lamborghini or any sports car, supercar. Airbnb during the pandemic, you know how cheap was it? I could rent the town where I live. I could rent a whole flat for like $300. It was a luxury flat because they were struggling to sublet it to Airbnb to tourists because there were no tourists during the pandemic. So they were short-term letting out the Airbnbs for peanuts. You need a good camera, someone who understands marketing, and then boom, you have your lifestyle video. But if you want to see, you know, lifestyle videos, yeah, definitely YouTube is your place. Walking with Millionaires. No, Sam. I like Sam. I've had a look on his work. He's doing KNB Trading Consultants, and I really like the office they set up. I think they're based in Edinburgh or Dublin. I have no idea, but anyway, it's advertisement. So they have a trading office, which is I love it. It's a really good idea. And he's a humble guy. Of course, when he started, he had his BMW i8 for show off, but now he's building something really, really good. So I admire him. He's a good guy.
Something long term.
Yeah, they have an office. Let me see. Sam Kavanagh, or what's his name? Yeah, you can see the office in the background.
Yeah,
they have a trading floor. He's a good guy. I like him. I like his Instagram as well. Really, really good photos. And she has a pretty fiance.
That's
anyway.
Important too.
Yeah. You have to.
You can say, yeah, you have a beautiful wife, Thomas.
I have the most beautiful wife in the world.
Yes,
you've seen her.
Yes.
She is. Well, the important is that I think she's beautiful, and no matter what other people think, I think she's beautiful. That's the most important.
Yeah. That's important.
And the other important thing is she thinks I'm handsome for some reason. I've seriously started to think that she has problem with her eyesight, but at least she married me, which is good. Let's have a look.
They always say love is blind, Thomas. So.
In this example is the perfect example. Love is blind because why did she marry me? I have no idea, but I'm really happy.
Good. See, when you met her, she didn't have some blind stick. He said,
"No, she didn't have the white stick."
This is my opportunity.
Can I help you crossing the road?
Yes.
No, she's yeah.
Smart lady.
Yeah, she's a lucky girl. Very lucky. Right, we don't seem to break.
Happens.
I'm not liking the price action on gold.
Michael is still bearish.
He's been bearish the whole week.
Yes.
But the thing about what I like about Michael, that actually he backs up his argument with technical analysis and full reasoning. Everything he does, it's out on YouTube, out in his VIP group, and he has a logical reasoning, deduction, and he gives reasons why he thinks it's bullish, and that's important. I've seen maybe we don't agree in certain setups, but at least both of us can, back it up with reasoning and data and facts and charts and whatever they use or we use. That's the important. We can have two different or separate view on the market. That's what the Forex market is about. Buyers and sellers. If you see it that way, it's the same as a glass. Half full, half empty. Perfect example.
I agree. I notice sometimes Michael is on the right side, sometimes you. It's not. It doesn't matter.
Yeah, absolutely. But
what I like, and you do that, but Michael also, he shows also that if he has a stop loss, he was wrong. He showed that bias also. So it's quite honest trading. It's not only sharing the profits and look how good I am, but not sharing the losses.
Oh, I can't show the Discord. Why I can't show the Discord? Oh, yeah. I just wanted to show something on YouTube that I do post the losses as well, because I think that's an important part, that people don't just see the wins, but they also see the losses. Discord. Okay. Yeah. So I posted. We have a results section. I'm going to share it. Yeah, you should see my Discord. So actually, Milad was the last one at an hour ago. He posted his $32 win. Show off, by the way. No, it's good. Sai Sudan, please mute your mic. Anyway, so we have Discord where we have a channel for the results. It's sometimes I post here, sometimes the members. You know, I didn't want to create a results channel, but Alban recommended to do one. It doesn't harm, but I think the first post I did was a loss, not a win, a loss. And since that, yes, I did post some profits as well, but then again, I'm showing the losses as well because it's important. And back to gold.
How you say it? Painting, watching paint dry.
Drying, yeah, exactly. It is boring sometimes, but you know, this is what it is. The good thing about before, many years ago, we didn't have TradingView. All the charting softwares online were absolutely rubbish. The broker platforms were even worse. I think Oanda was one of the very good ones, but not the best market data provider back in the days. And I used, when I started my professional career at the hedge fund and banking, we had Bloomberg, which it's an excellent platform. It takes weeks to figure out how it works. Even the setup, it takes days to customize everything and personalize. But when I come across to TradingView, the charting functions are even much better than Bloomberg. Sometimes it has some weaknesses, which are strengths for Bloomberg, but general, this is one of the best charting softwares I ever come across. It's really good. And Thomson Reuters Icon, which is called Refinitiv now. That's also a good one, and really good data included in the subscription, which costs like $15,000 a year. So someone just asking on YouTube, Sanjay Ratinaman, is money XAUUSD market open? Can you please say? It looks like it's open on my screen. Yeah, definitely open. I can see money is coming up. Okay. So while we wait, let's do. What should we do? Okay, you can go to my website. I have a question on YouTube. What broker I'm using? It's a recommended broker I'm using. It's either Forex or IC Markets. I've been with IC Markets for many years. Highly recommend IC Markets, but they're too big to cater for individual needs. Whereas Forex is, it's offshore broker, but for me, even British brokers are offshore because they're no longer part of the European Union, so I cannot do anything with them. Forex has a good broker. Spreads, same as any other broker. They're not competing on spreads anymore because it's razor sharp. They have market signals, which is a good thing. So I would recommend if you following signals or if you want to signals, and also they allow any kind of strategy, even algorithms as well. So it's good broker. I have a personal account manager, really flexible guys. So if you want, have a look on them. Whatever your needs, I'm pretty sure they can cater for. Also, let's have a look. We have, if you don't know who's Michael is, we talked about Michael from Riding the Waves. You can find his YouTube, Riding the Waves, Michael. He does gold analysis every now and then, twice a week, I think. Really good. He's been on the market for years. He's got 13.7, almost 14,000 followers. Really humble guy, really honest and transparent. I highly recommend his services. Go check him out. Highly recommend it. Going back to the gold market, not much is happening, so I'm going to lock in some profits because small profit is better than no profit. You're still here, guys, or sleeping?
Yes,
sleeping.
You have your beauty sleep. All right, it's time to we're gonna wait 5 more minutes to see the industrial production and some of the business inventories numbers. Maybe it's going to push gold either direction. At least we have some movement, because even if it hits my stop loss, but at least it moves into one direction, because watching this is painful.
Hey Thomas, just wanted to say hi.
Hey Danielle, how you doing?
I'm good. I'm still alive.
Yeah, I haven't heard you for ages, and you joined Discord quite late.
Yeah. So I mean, since the reopening of the country, right? So a little bit busy with my work. So I've been trading less and less. So I still follow. I still join in and listen once in a while.
It's good, because we missed you.
Yeah.
I know people come and go. They have their personal life. But yeah, good to hear from you. I hope everything is fine with family, you, and healthy, and things going in your direction.
Yep. Everything's working fine.
That's good.
I did catch the the what do you call that? I did have
COVID?
a position from 1812, 1814. The position from this yesterday night. So I
Oh,
held it till this evening for my
did you
time. I held it, sorry,
the gold sell or
I buy it up. I
oh
bought
the
it
buy
up.
yesterday? Yeah, I didn't buy that. I hit my stop loss. So you see, that's trading is about. Some people win, some people lose, but
Yep.
the-
Yep. So I actually bought in the afternoon. I think it was early afternoon of my time during Asian Open. That was about 1820.
Mhm.
Took a small profit, then it came back down yesterday night, right? So I jumped in again when after you locked out yesterday. It was 1818. So I jumped in, took the draw, held the drawdown, small position though. So I ride it back up.
That's good. It's
Yeah.
very good. I see we have many good traders in the group. Arslan just asked, what is the meaning of initial deposit drawdown in funded account? For example, initial max deposit drawdown, $2,000. So it means the maximum allowed drawdown or loss you can go. Well, drawdown means that, unrealized position. So if price goes into your risk tolerance zone, so if you have an entry level and you have a stop loss level, and this is the drawdown, this is the red area, that is the risk tolerance zone, and if it goes down and your account is going into minus, that is going in drawdown. So your maximum allowed drawdown is $2,000, which is not a lot. Max deposit drawdown. Yeah. Good thing about these funded programs is you learn risk management the hard way.
Yeah, very definitely. You really have to learn that properly. There's no circumstances where you can afford not to ignore it, basically. I'm speaking from that hard reality.
Yeah. How many challenges did you lost?
No, just as one, but it's bad enough.
It's still better to lose $80, $100, $200 rather than 2,000 of own account. And why would you risk your own money when you can have all of these wonderful funded trading programs?
As I said, I've learned an awful lot from this exercise. As much about myself as anything else, and about my areas where I've really just got to improve on. Because I've got a fairly good analytical brain, so that's helpful. But the emotional side, the various other things take over sometimes.
Yeah, but you're an IT engineer.
I was project manager. Well, I was the software engineer for a long time, then a project manager running programs. So
smart guy.
I'm reasonably good with analytical stuff and good with maths and everything else, but that doesn't stop the emotional side of it taking over and basically doing stupid things.
Absolutely. But that's one part of trading is psychology. Psychology is part of our everyday life. Even in economics, there is a separate study, which is behavioral economics, emotional economics, all kind of fields, because this is the way we operate, humans.
Well, the behavioral subjects are all in every science, basically, because even in computer science, you learn a lot of behavioral characteristics and things like that. Things that are good for people, which are not good for people, and everything else. So it's always there, but in this, it's I would have said trading is probably 90% psychological in reality. Controlling yourself, doing the right thing. Raul obviously has the, he's my icon at the moment, despite the fact he supports a certain racing driver. But you know, that aside, I really admire. I just admire his view on you know, taking it, you know, sensible, you know, way of trading. You know, he's not trading every all the time. He's trading here and there, being very selective, you know, rigid in terms of his lot size and risk management, you know, setting goals, all this sort of thing. You know, I really admire that, and I just like to be able to be more like that. You know, I try for a bit, and then something else takes over, and I fail miserably. So.
He's really patient. He's a calm guy.
That's
matured.
I think you have to review yourself all the time. It's what you're now doing, Alan. What did I wrong? Why did I wrong? What I have to improve? I think that's the most fun of the challenges, I have to say.
I wanted to show a book. We talked about behavioral stuff and emotions. So those who are watching the YouTube, this is from Charles Duhigg, The Power of Habit. It's a life-changing book for me. If you want to learn about why we do things in a certain way and why is it difficult to change, and it applies to trading as well. If you had some bad habits, maybe this book going to help you, maybe not. It's, you know, own preference and things, but it definitely helped me to change bad behavior and look at the way why I do things in certain ways. So highly recommended this book. And the other one is let me see, Trading in the Zone, Mark Douglas. So this is definitely an industry standard. Trading in the Zone, Mark Douglas. Mark Douglas? Yeah, Mark Douglas. He has loads of videos on YouTube. Look it up. It's unbelievable. He spent decades of learning about trading psychology. Right, I'm gonna call it a day soon.
Yeah, me too.
Because I think most of the data is out. I'm pretty sure traders are waiting for. Oh no, we have business inventories, but I think the most important is going to be the FOMC speeches. The rest is just filling. Hopefully next week we're going to have some direction on gold, because we are seeing a massive correction, but now the characteristic of gold started to change. The dynamic started to change. We had a not bull run, but correction in a bullish movement in the correction phase. So after the impulse moved to the downside, we had a correction, and I understand why people waiting for a massive drop. It's long overdue, but it's not going to happen today, I think, but don't quote me on that. We still have some room to the upside all the way to 1840 before I think we're going to see a drop. Is it going to happen straight up? Maybe it's going to go up and then drop, but maybe it's going to tap into the bullish trend line and then go up. So there's so many possibilities. I wish I could do streams every day and give accurate signals and setups, but you know, this is something you have to wait out and be patient. Same as Raul.
Well, I think we're in a difficult situation with, you know, in gold. I mean, it really isn't doing anything cleanly in any way whatsoever. I mean, not that it does. It is always trying to pull, but at the moment it seems to have settled into this, you know, consolidation zone, and yeah, not really doing a great deal.
No, but
not really reacting how you'd expect it to all the time as well.
No. Just gonna check what we have for next week. So next week, Monday, nothing. It's United U.S. Martin Luther King Day, but we have CPI for the Eurozone, so it's volatility on the Euro area. Tuesday, back to work, nothing. I'm pretty sure on Tuesday we are going to see a sell-off in the gold market and any market, because usually, I'm not sure if you noticed, but if there's a holiday, 1 or 2 days or Christmas, then usually there is a massive savage bloodbath on the first day as soon as the offices are reopening. Wednesday, CPI for GBP. Thursday, there's not much happening on the US market. We have the initial jobless claims again. Now, is it going to move the market? It didn't this week. Friday, nothing as well. So next week is going to be quiet in terms of economic data releases. Maybe it's
maybe the technicals play out better.
Maybe there's a possibility, because if there's no FOMC speeches, there's no crazy old people talk shit about inflation and how they're going to tackle it, then maybe it's going to be better for the gold market. We'll see. We're definitely going to have the 8 a.m. briefings, and we're going to have some light trading as well.
I agree. Nothing happens. I call it weekend.
Yeah, it's Friday, guys. It's time to grab the hand of your wife, your lover, your boyfriend, or whoever makes you happy. Go for a walk, for a dinner, go out for a drink, whatever makes you happy, and just enjoy the weekend. It's Friday. It's a wonderful day. It's one of my favorite days of the week.
That's exactly what I promised. I'm 10 minutes late.
Take your wife, your lover, or both for a nice dinner. Okay, guys, thank you so much for tuning in.
Thomas.
Yeah, I wish you a good weekend, and no Sunday Zoom. We're going to have Monday morning Zoom from now on. So see you on Monday 8 a.m. And have a relaxing weekend. Yeah, bye bye.
Yep.
Have a good
Same.
one.
Bye.
Bye
Have a good weekend.
bye.
Cheers, Sam.
Bye.
I love how Michelle says bye bye.
Even if that's the only thing she does say all the time, but it is very nice.
Yeah, she never says anything. She just says bye bye. That's all I'm waiting for the whole stream, is to say Michelle bye bye. Anyway, I'll let you off, guys. Bye bye.
Thank you. Bye then.
Bye bye.
Okay, people in YouTube, thank you so much for tuning in. I hope it wasn't too boring today. The market was definitely boring. I hope you catch some pips. If you like the work what I'm doing, please consider subscribing to the channel, hitting the like button, and sharing the link so more people can come into the YouTube streams, and we can have a wider discussion. Maybe invite you to the Zoom chat, and we can speak personally via Zoom. Yeah, have a good weekend. See you next week. This is the Alpha.